Hello, back again. Because it's Friday, we're going to pay homage or homage, depending on which side of Le Manche you are, to Frigg or Freyja, the Norse goddess. But first of all, we're going to push negative energy as far as we can, create a circle around ourselves to invite pure white spirit light to come down with Archangel Michael and St. Dunstan. So if you've got, you have no power here to all the negative stuff. In all the good stuff. Now this is, I think St. Angela of Lansbury modelled for that one. Yeah. So, Frigg or Freyja, depending on what it says in the book. Here we go. Earth Mother, Love, Siddha, Spinner, Fertility, Friday, Burkano or Burkano. That's the rune, isn't it? Burkano. There are many parallels between Frigg and Freyja, leading many to view them as the same goddess. Not St. Andrew of Lansbury. Both have been married to an Odin, possess magical abilities, represent life and fertility, and have connections to the Earth Mother, the prima materia. But there are many paradoxes within these parallels. Frigg is passive, providing counsel to Odin when asked, yet withholding her powers of prophecy. Freyja is active, robust, and unafraid of taking up space and infusing and imparting her knowledge of the practice of Siddha into the world, specifically to Odin. They are wives and counsel to the All-Father, supporting Imini's quest for knowledge and foresight. Yet Frigg is said to spin the threads that the Norns used to weave the web of fate. She birthed Balder, the most handsome and radiant god in all the 9 realms, and yet his birth is the harbinger of the destruction of the Norse cosmos, Ragnarok. Freyja has connection to the Valkyrie and has first choice of all the dead on the battlefield, making her a great queen of battle and death in her own right. It's as if Frigg is the matronly, loyal, reserved feminine side, while Freyja is the wild, unabashed, fierce and unrelenting side that wholly accepts and embodies all aspects of life and death, lust and love. Between the marriage of these polarities, we arrive at a goddess representing the whole of the natural, raw, powerful feminine, an amalgamation, a profound and primal healing. And this is from the Hurdu deck. And there's the blurb, if you can see it, if it's the right way around today. There you go. How exciting. So what's the message from Frigg or Freyja today? We're not going to go back into the past, because that's your private business. Let's just look at the present, wherever you've come from. And where are you going possibly to? Luton Airport. Oof. Maybe. There you go. Quite the journey ahead then. So that's in the physical. Let's see where you're going in your head. Night of Wands, well, you're on the move, obviously. But then it's almost like you just want to, the Night of Wands, it just wants to break out. You know? But then Temperance just goes, come on, tranquilo. Tranquilo. Both fire. So I think we're getting Freyja, not Frigg, then. In what you're doing. Let's see how you're feeling about it. So something starts off fiery, but then you calm it down. Oh, well, there, yeah. It's the King of Swords, not the Queen of Swords, I think. Oh, right. The Bodicea will be out next. Four of Pentacles. Ah, cool. Right, yeah. So, how this feels is, in your mind, you need to finish something off. Yeah, tie a knot in it, bring it to the end of the cycle. But you might be a little bit brash about it. You might that might be throwing your toys out the pram. And so your actions might be a little bit hasty. Let's say hasty. But then what happens is in your head you think, I've gone too far. So I mean, I think the temperance angel, it's the departments of checks and balances. You know, it's like a government department. Oh God, did I do too much? No, I didn't. Oh, I've overdone it. I've overdone it. It's constant. I mean, as a Sagittarius, constantly. Oh God, was I too loud there? Did I do too much? Did I give too much? Oh, did I take too much? Constantly trying to find that level. And so that's what you're doing in the physical. In order to protect probably a little bit of, maybe a rush of blood to the head. Let's put it that way. You might have been an irrational exuberance. It might have popped out there. So let's clarify reversal like. So we'll start off with your brain, with your mind this time. So this ending that you're wanting, that one. Oh yes, well yeah. You're wanting out of something and it spills over to the Knight of Wands. Okay. We understand. The sap is rising. We're almost Aries, yeah? And actually, we're in Queen of Wands. The first decan of the Queen of Wands now, so that's not surprising. She's coming into play. Oh, Jessica Rabbit. There you go. Oh, it was a page of cups, but what am I doing? Delally tap today. So in your mind going forwards, judgment, yes, yep, I can see where this is going. So in your physicals with this Knight of Wands, I wouldn't be surprised if that's Knight of Wands again. There you go. You might have thought you were moving in silence, but actually you've left hulking great footprint. You probably dented the skirting board or something. Maybe that's advice. So let's get another one on that, because it's darker. But because the difference between the Seven of Swords and Knight of Wands is quite different. What's going on? Unless it's a distraction or a decoy. What are you up to? What are you up to? Come on. Oh, Harry Hierophante. And then Temperance. Let's have a look. This was only going to be a short one, but it's going to get rather complicated, isn't it? So, Poplar. Oh, Hermit. Oh. A Hierophant, a Hermit, and a Temperance walk into a bar, huh? With judgment. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of majors. Let's get another one here, because there's a lot of majors out. Freyja or Frigg's up to something. You're on the move. Whatever it is, whatever. Oh, there you go, you're on the move. The Fool card. Yep, you are. A Fool, a Hierophant, and a Hermit walk into a bar. Oh, that was the joke, wasn't it? The Fool, the Hierophant, and the Hermit walk into a bar. Why the long face? Okay. So, in your mind, currently, you're thinking, right, get me the Hades out of here. Yeah? And because this feels so split, and it's very difficult. You can't. It's almost like throwing the baby out with the bathwater and not caring what happens. But because the Hierophant card is here, it looks like you might be asking higher counsel than you, because it's like you're torn. Do I go quietly, or do I do a carry? Set the gymnasium on fire, you know. So even if you're not, this might be good advice to seek advice on that, which is nice, because it means that Knight of Wands there. Because don't forget, he's charging off in the wrong direction there. He's going that way, and actually all the successful ones actually go the other way. So just that little bit of duality might just save you having to pull back, because that's the Judgment card. Judgment card, I think, oh, you know, if you're a drinking person, the horrors of drink, that's almost like a hangover the next day, thinking, oh, what did I do, what did I say? So maybe this higher power, or tapping into your higher self, will think, better go out gracefully with dignity than all guns blazing. And we did ask for another card, but TMH has given us Temperance. Yeah, it's better off to go out measured, balanced, with your dignity and integrity intact. I mean, this is one of the few cards in Tarot that you just can't criticise. There's in most cards there's a slight negative side to something. There's nothing really. There's no negative really real side to the Temperance. Even if it comes out upside down, it's sort of, well, okay. But plus it's Archangel Michael. And what have you learnt? This whole hermit thing. I think that the hermit is going to learn from the Hierophant. And we did have the Star card fall out, didn't we? So instead of charging off as you feel like, you know, chomping at the bit right now, you will move ahead like the Fool card, in a much more dignified. It just feels much more dignified to go charging off, rather than go charging off like the Knight of Wands, to actually walk off with, because maybe some information will come your way, which is what the Hierophant might give to the Hermit. And with Temperance, you can then, whatever new beginning this is, it's much more relaxed, much more considered than bashing around like a ram raiding, you know. It's almost like a pinball machine energy of the Knight of Wands. So that right there, going back to the Frigg and Freyja thing, that there really is the difference between Frigg and Freyja. No, Frigg and Freyja, isn't it? So that's interesting, because which one are you going to be? And almost that's like for Odin. You know? There's a lot of it, to have the Temperance, the Hermit, the Fool, the Hierophant, and Judgment here. Ooh. Somebody's got an awful lot of thinking. Whoever this is got an awful lot of thinking to do over the weekend. I don't want to leave you like that. Let's get one more on each. We'll just use this deck, because I don't want to leave you with more questions than you came in with. Okay, let's go. No. Ah, there you go. We've got the Four of Pentacles here. You got the Four of Pentacles there. So, I mean, when people go out thrashing like that, there's not many people behind them. They tend to do that, but it's like branching out by yourself, really. So, the guidance from the Chariot, and it's the Chariot is the vessel, is the Merkaba for your soul. And up here we've got the Hierophant. The Hierophant, the Hermit, and the Chariot. That's a big decision. If you're tapping into those four energies, that is a huge decision. Judgment. You've got the Four of Pentacles. It's better to go, instead of going out burning your bridges, it might be better to just zip it. You know, because it's going to be most cohesive, not burning your bridges in the long run. I hope that makes sense, and it's most better for that clarification there. Anyway, thanks for playing along. I shall see you next time. Have a lovely weekend. Take care.